Satnam. My name's Tanya.
And my name is Amanda. And together we are
Intentional Bliss. So we just wanted to welcome you, do a little welcome video so you can get to know us a little bit better. And we've wanted to collaborate to bring ways for you to kind of reset in your life. You know, going on retreats and learning practical self-care tools that you can actually take home with you. So they really matter when you're frustrated in a work meeting or you're having issues with the kids or the family, and our passion is really to teach you tools that you can actually use in your everyday life that don't just apply to being in the yoga studio.
Exactly. Yeah, I think one of the best things is to understand is that great principle you learn on the airplane is put the oxygen mask on yourself first.
I love that.
Before you can assist those next to you. And so this is just a really great way for Tanya and I to bring to as many people as we can in different places around the world the melt method, Kundalini Yoga, sound healing, and aromatherapy. All things that you could do on your own, but also things that you could do together as a community.
Yeah, I love that. And you can also take home to teach your family as well. And because that's, I think, one of our biggest passions is that we really want you to be able to take it home with you so it actually can apply it to your everyday life. And our first retreat is at Maya Tulum in Tulum, Mexico, which is a beautiful, secluded seaside yoga resort. Or basically, when I was there, I didn't even put shoes on the entire time I was there. So you literally get to walk around. The entire property is in sand, and all the buildings have this awesome little foot bath that you wash your feet off. You just dunk them in like a little bird, and then you go into your studio or your room or the dining hall. So it's really beautiful.
Speaking of dining hall, you receive with this retreat, it's an all-inclusive package that not only do you get all of our classes, but you also get a beautiful room with an oceanside or oceanfront view.
Yes.
You also get 3 incredibly delicious, nutritious meals a day. Tanya, you've been there, so talk about what the meals are.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I mean, they have buffet style food, and it's just everything's fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, fresh juices, and I mean, it's so amazing and yummy, and you just kind of feel like you are stepping outside of your own life, and you just kind of reset yourself, and when you leave, you feel more rejuvenated, and it's just such a beautiful feeling to kind of step out, because I think we feel so much pressure with our technology, and even just something as simple as the pressure of returning emails and text messages and phone calls. So it just gives you a nice little reset to kind of start to connect to your soul again.
Right. I love that. And actually, one of the things I love the most is the idea of completely disconnecting.
Yeah.
No phones, no
TVs, no internet, nothing. There's no computers, no phones, nothing in the rooms. There's no TVs, nothing.
No.
Yeah.
It's all about getting back to your soul. So, in case this feels a little self-indulgent to you, first of all, it's very affordable.
Yeah.
Maya Tulum, the rooms run very affordably well. And so check out our website to really learn more about the different rooms. You can go to intentionalbliss.org, and that is where you can learn all about us, even a little bit more, at least on paper or on screen. And also check out the different rooms and to see what you like. But with that in mind, I also want to encourage any of you couples out there who are looking for a really great way to maybe restore your relationship with one another, try something new, maybe do your own little mini moon, or I don't know, a great anniversary gift for one another. This is not just for women.
Yes.
This is for you men too. You guys need it the most.
Yeah. I think it's for everybody, that, because I think that no matter who we are, meditation is no longer a luxury. We have to. I think it's a tool that, because the pressures on us from the outside world just keep increasing and increasing. They're not going to stop. And so for us to be able to, we feel that pressure on us, not only physically, but physiologically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all of those pressures kind of come inward. And with the tools that we have a passion for teaching you are almost like giving you a little release valve.
Yeah.
So you can release that pressure, and then you come from a more neutral state, a more meditative state, more of a heart space when you're encountering whatever it is in your life. So
right. So whether you're single and want to get away, or if it's husband, wives, 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 husbands, husbands,
Friends, best friends, sisters,
go.
brothers,
Yeah.
whoever. Yeah,
It's
family
all about-
members, mother, daughters. Like it's just for everybody. Because our passions, I think that we feel really lucky and blessed because we get to do things that we really love for a living.
Yes.
And so being able to share that with you guys, and then for you to then go on and touch other people with that work is kind of really just makes our hearts nice and happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'll just say one more thing. For you creatives out there, for those of you who are solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, or looking to break into that world, there's such a great way to tap into your creative self by really caring for yourself, by going within and experiencing within, and not just thinking about your body and what your thoughts are about your body, but actually experiencing within. And the work that Tanya and I specialize in is really all about going within and going internal. So I do encourage that as well.
Yeah.
Not just a physiological health perspective, but also releasing creativity and embodying something totally new and exciting for you.
Yeah, and I love that because, you know, the word Kundalini, some people might not know what Kundalini Yoga is, and the word Kundalini is basically the creative essence, that creative energy, that Shakti that lives at the base of our spine. And so what we do with Kundalini Yoga is we're just using breath work, we're using sound, mantra, chanting to start to awaken that energy and move it up our spine. So you really then are able to, you don't have to fight so hard for that creative spark that you're looking for. So it usually comes when you forget about it. And so the nice thing about doing Kundalini Yoga or melt, where you're actually coming within and going inside, is you tend to have those little sparks. You're like, oh, that's a great idea.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So for those of you unfamiliar with the melt method, melt is a very simple self-treatment technique designed to get stuck stress and pain out of the body and bring healing and balance back in by rehydrating what's known as your connective tissue system, which is a system that surrounds every aspect of your very self. And just through life and your job and maybe your kids or just being active, this system becomes dehydrated and restricted so that everything it surrounds also becomes restricted. And you know, you might end up with a little bit of pain in the body, you might end up with a little poor digestion, or maybe you're just cranky all the time. And the thing that's great is that just in a few minutes, literally 10 minutes, but we'll be doing 1-hour classes at this retreat, but we're going to teach you how you could just do 10-minute sequences. You can actually bring balance that quickly back into the body, and in combination with Kundalini Yoga and the sound healing. If you could talk a little bit about the sound healing, how profound that is.
Yeah, and the sound healing is really amazing. And so using the crystal bowls is something that is incredibly powerful and super juicy because our connective tissue is that crystalline structure. It really resonates with the crystal bowls and with the alchemy bowls that I have. They're just quartz crystal that are infused with other gems, minerals, and metals, different things like that. And so the really beautiful part about that is it's like therapy with no words. So I love what my teacher says. My teacher says that we can use all of our earthly little words and they sound wonderful, but the bowls just take care of business.
Aww.
And I love that because I think so often, you know, we get so caught up in our words and what this means and what that means. And if we have a pain somewhere, we're trying to figure out what's the cause of it.
Right.
Well, maybe it was this, and sometimes it's just nice to just not worry about it. And the beautiful part of the sound is that it just has this ability to just kind of melt through layers, especially when you've opened the connective tissue with something like melt.
Exactly. So now we've got sight, we've got movement, we've got sound, and we're also going to round it out with scent and the sense of smell through aromatherapy. And the thing I love the most as I'm studying aromatherapy is that I've really learned how to make all my own products, all my own hair care, body care. I've learned how to diffuse so that my home is always healthy. The air is always healthy. My fiance, who's been notorious for getting about 4 colds a year, has had none this winter. None this winter.
Awesome.
It's an amazing thing. So we'll be teaching you how to make all sorts of fun little things and how to diffuse, and we will be diffusing. And of course, on this whole thing, we'll be giving you special little gifts that you can take home with you, and again, continue your bliss beyond our retreat.
Yeah. So we hope that you go to the website intentionalbliss.org, check out our information on Maya Tulum. From there, you'll be able to go to our individual websites. You can learn as much as you want to about us. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let us know. And we hope to see you in Maya Tulum. Sat Nam.